Hello and welcome back. So here we're looking at simplifying algebraic fractions. So the objective here is to simplify algebraic fractions by factorising and finding common factors. So the key idea, to simplify fractions, we need common factors that cancel out. So for example, if we have 6 over 9, we need to find a common factor. So in this case, it's 3. We know that 6 is 3 times 2 and 9 is 3 times 3. So what we can essentially do is cancel out the 3 and the 3, and we're left with 2/3. So when we have algebraic fractions, they work in the exact same way. So what we're looking for is a common factor. So in this case, we have 6x over 9x. The common factor of both 6x and 9x is going to be 3x. So 6x is 3x times 2, and 9x is 3x times 3. So what we can do is we can cancel out the 3x on the top and the 3x on the bottom, and we're left with 2 over 3. Here's another example. So we have 6x cubed over 9x squared. So this time the common factor is going to be 3x squared because there's a factor of 3x squared on the top and a factor of 3x squared on the bottom. So I'm going to write the top as 3x squared times 2x, because 3x squared times 2x is 6x cubed, and then 3x squared times 3. So now what I can do is I can cancel out the 3x squared and the 3x squared, and I'm just left with 2x over 3. This one on the bottom, the common factor of the numerator and the denominator is just 3. So the numerator I'm going to write as 3 times 2, and the denominator I'm going to write as 3 times 3x. And then I notice there's a 3 on the top and the bottom, so I can cancel out the 3, and I'm just left with 2 over 3x. So here's another example. So this time we need to simplify the following fractions. So the first one, we have x bracket x plus 1 over x bracket x plus 2. So what this essentially means is x times x plus 1 and x times x plus 2. So the common factor you can see is going to be x, because on the top and the bottom you multiply by x. So the x's cancel on the numerator and the denominator, and we're left with x plus 1 over x plus 2. Now, a common question at this point is, can we not just cancel out the x's, leaving us with 1 over 2? So the answer to that question is absolutely not. No, we cannot. And the reason for that, if you think about if we had, say, 2 plus 7 over 2 plus 3, now if I followed that same principle and cancelled out the 2 and the 2, I'd be left with 7 over 3. But we know that 2 plus 7 is 9 and 2 plus 3 is 5, so they're clearly not the same. So basically, x is not a factor of the numerator and the denominator. X just happens to appear as a term in both the numerator and the denominator, but it doesn't mean it's a factor. So what we need to do is leave it like this, and the only reason we would cancel something out is if we have a common factor. This one here, we have 2 bracket x plus 2, x plus 1 over x plus 3, x plus 2. So this is very nicely factorised, so we can spot our common factors quite easily. So you can see there's an x plus 2 on the top and an x plus 2 on the bottom. So we can cancel out the x plus 2 terms, and we're left with 2 bracket x plus 1 over x plus 3. Now if we want, just to make it look a bit nicer, we can expand the bracket, so we end up with 2x plus 2 over x plus 3, but that step isn't compulsory. This example here, so we have an x plus 1 on the top and the bottom, so we would cross out the x plus 1 on the top and the bottom. Now again, a common mistake here is to write the answer as x plus 2, x plus 3. But that's not quite the answer, because essentially what we're doing is we're dividing the top and the bottom by x plus 1. Now if I divide the top by x plus 1, I'm left with 1, because there's kind of like an imaginary 1 here anyway. So it's 1 over x plus 2, x plus 3, and that is the answer to that question. So here's some other examples. So these questions here, it's more difficult to spot what the common factor is. So the way we identify it more clearly is by factorising. So if I factorise the numerator of this example here, I pull out a factor of 2x, and I have x plus 3, and the denominator is 4x. Now I could actually, if I really wanted to, I could write 4x as 2x times 2, so that I can spot the common factor being 2x. So I can cross out the 2x on the top and the bottom, and I'm left with x plus 3 over 2. This next example, I have x squared plus 4x over x. So again, I'm going to factorise the numerator. So I have x bracket x plus 4 over x. And now I can spot that there's an x on the top and an x on the bottom, so they cancel out, and I'm left with just x plus 4. This next one, I need to factorise this quadratic, so x squared plus 6x plus 9. To factorise this, I need to think of two numbers that multiply to make 9 and add to make 6. So in this case, it's going to be x plus 3 times x plus 3, and it's all over another x plus 3. So at this point, we spot that one of the x plus 3 terms cancels out, and we're left with just x plus 3. Here's another example. So these are harder examples. So this one here, we have x plus 3 over x squared minus 9. So the denominator we can write as the difference of two squares. So we can write this as x plus 3 over, and it's going to be x plus 3, x minus 3. Again, if we imagine there is an imaginary 1 here, I can then cancel out the x plus 3 and the x plus 3, and I'm left with 1 over x minus 3. This example here, again, I've got the difference of two squares on the numerator, so this time it's going to be x plus 5, x minus 5. And the denominator, I need to think of two numbers that multiply to make 25 and add to make 10. So in this case, it's going to be 5 and 5. So it's going to be x plus 5 times x plus 5. And at this point, I notice there's an x plus 5 on the top and the bottom, so I'm going to cancel them out, and I'm left with x minus 5 over x plus 5. This last example, I need to factorise the top and the bottom. Now, the bottom one is a little bit awkward because it's non-monic. So to factorise, if I have 2x squared minus x minus 6, I need to do 2 times minus 6 first, which is minus 12. And then I need to think of two numbers that multiply to make minus 12 and add to make minus 1, because minus 1 is the coefficient of x. So in this case, I have minus 4 and 3. So I'm going to write it as 2x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 6. Split it down the middle, factorise both halves, so I have 2x, x minus 2, plus 3, bracket x minus 2. So this factorises to 2x plus 3 and x minus 2. So if you struggle to follow along with that, I would recommend checking out the video on factorising non-monic quadratics. So the numerator is x squared plus 7x minus 18, so we need to factorise this one now. So I need two numbers that multiply to make minus 18 and, they need to multiply to make minus 18 and add to 7. So in this case, it's going to be x plus 9 and x minus 2. The denominator we've just worked out. So the denominator is 2x plus 3 and x minus 2. So this is nice. We spot that an x minus 2 on the top and the bottom, they cancel out. So we're left with just x plus 9 over 2x plus 3. So here are some quickfire practice questions on this topic. So pause the video, have a go at these, and I'll reveal the answers in a moment. Okay, so well done if you managed to have a go at those. I've just revealed the answers, and that's everything for this video. So well done if you've had a go, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye!